Ladies and gentlemen, we are tuned in to the Rico Report.
I really don't know what to tell you.
That game was insane. Welcome to the Big Squad.
Shout out to the Big Squad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the Big Squad.
welcome on a very special evening to the Rico Report. We are here. He is our team. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing. What's going on, everybody? This is the Rico Report. Welcome on a Tuesday night. So if you guys are tuned in, Big Squad, salute to you guys. What a year it's been, man. What a year it's been. And it's still a tough one to swallow for me. Pause. This loss, man. But I gotta keep it 100%. Brookie, what's going on, Brooke? Buffalo Bills Revenge Tour 2021. You damn right it's gonna be a revenge tour. And I got my thoughts too. I have my thoughts because there were several things that happened in this game, this last game, that that we're going to improve on next year. And two names come to mind. And that's Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. Sean McDermott and Josh Allen. I'll have my thoughts on those two later in the show. But those are the two that stand out to me off the bat. Now, if you guys are tuned in for the very first time and you're a Chiefs fan and you want to watch us, be in this mood, soak it in. All good. Y'all going to Super Bowl. It is what it is. If you're a Bills fan and you're still pissed off or you're still disappointed, or you've kind of looked at the bright side of this situation and said, you know what, man, we had a damn good year. Nothing to hold your head down on. That is also accurate as well, because we definitely have. I guess because we're gonna go through many different types of emotions, and the emotions that I have right now currently are, all right, it's settled in that we lost, and it's settling in that we're close, but we're so far away at the same time. This is the best way I can explain it. We are close. We've taken down a solid team in the Colts. We took down the Ravens that were supposed to run circles around us, but even them, they had some shortcomings. But when it comes to facing the best of the best, defending champs, having a shot at them twice, it was I was excited to be on the stage to showcase what we got, but we just fell short. But we didn't just fall short a little bit. We fell short, we felt very short. We fell very short of the finish line. And that's why it's proving that we've got a lot of things to work on. Real talk, man. Karan Ball, the Chief. What's popping, my boy? What's going on, my man? What's happening? We've got a lot of things to hold our head up high, but is the best way I can say it is the teacher, was still teaching. When you've passed the torch, because as a teacher, you've taught your student everything and it's now for them to, go on and do what they do. And if they do better than you, that means you did a hell of a job. You did a hell of a job in teaching your student, and you taught them everything they know, and they've now gone on to the world and done big things. It's like a parent. It's like a parent, man. You absolutely want your kids to be better than you, right? You want them to be better than you. You want them to have the most success. You know what I'm saying? If my oldest daughter goes out and becomes a lawyer and is killing the game, yo, nothing but pride would come from me, obviously as a parent, right? But if you see your kid, you know, some shortcomings from your kid, I mean, you still got to build them up. You just got to teach them lessons. You're still going to teach them lessons along the way. I'm still learning stuff from my mom. You feel me? I'm still learning stuff from grandma. Like, I mean, granny, I mean, always got something to say. You know what I'm saying? We always learn it. So when it comes to McDermott and Reed, yo, Reed was still teaching. Michael Jordan used to, when he used to play one-on-one, and he's backing up on the dude, and he's backing it up. And whenever you got caught reaching, if you guys, only true basketball fans will know this, or if you're a Jordan fan or you're just an old school fan, yo, you reach, I teach. You reach, I teach. Yo, you keep reaching, all right, I'm gonna keep teaching you a lesson. And that's what happened with Coach Reed. McDermott was reaching. and my man Reed was like, nah, fam, you're not ready for me yet. You reach, I teach. And that's exactly what was happening. And he got taught a lesson. But this lesson was a good lesson for McDermott. It was a great lesson for McDermott. You have got to pick your times to be conservative, and you've got to pick your times to be aggressive. This wasn't one of those games to be a conservative coach, because you're going up against a aggressive coach. And Andy Reid has been doing this for a long time. He's been to this stage multiple times. So a guy that's been there before, yo, you have to pull all your punches, no matter what, especially because there's such familiarity between he and you. You mean? That's what, listen, man, Seagal said it, man. You got to go for the gusto, man. You have to go for the gusto. There's no trepidation, man. You just got to go for it. You got to go for it, man. Chiefs fans, like, y'all deserve this, man. Your team played well. Your team played extremely well. And I'm going to get into, you know what I mean, the great things that the Bills have done. But just going back over the game and certain things that we just weren't able to do well, or things we got exposed on. You know what I'm saying? Like, just a whole bunch of stuff, man. Richard Forbes says, yo, we had some glaring weaknesses coming into the game, and they did great job exposing them. 1,000%. The one thing that I was really surprised about, and that was their DB's ability to lock us down. For the most part this year, we've gone against better corners, right? Let's just, case in point, look at the Rams. Look at the Miami Dolphins. You feel me? Like, we went against some good players, and we had our way with them. I mean, not really Ramsey, but we had our way with the I'll use the Dolphins, because you have one of the probably the best defensive player this year, or at least a nomination for it, in Xavier Howard. And then you had Byron Jones, which is a freaking good corner. And we had our way with those guys. And then the Chiefs come in and handle us the way they did, handle our receivers. Man, that was it was hard to kind of hard to swallow, like to fathom that was happening. And that's real, man. I'm just keeping it a buck, man. I'm keeping it real. I'm keeping it honest, right? 10K Droopy says, yo, and Chiefs fans, you can't get too cocky, because don't forget where y'all came from. You went through the same thing we're going through right now. Absolutely, man. There's no team that can sit there and tell you, like, this is the way it should be done, and this, that, and the third. Nah, man, it doesn't work that way. It really doesn't work that way. Everybody's going to go through their lumps, and we are going through our lumps right now. We've had some success, but we're going through our lumps. My guy, Jeff King. What's going on, Jeff? What's happening, man? This may come in two parts. I watched the Bills guys replay today after the game, and the amount of disrespect shown to the players and the team, unless you have played or coached the game, and I've done both, you should shut the F up and be grateful. Damn, Jeff King. Woo, damn, Jeff. You're going hard on my guys, man. Did the Bills guys, were they too disrespectful? I mean, sometimes, you know what I mean? I got to say this. I'm not to defend. And I'm Jeff, I'm with you. And that comes with growth and maturity. And I'm not saying my guys aren't, you know what I mean? They're not grown and mature. It has nothing to do with that. But to accept things for what they are. I got to put that comment back up. I got to put it back up. because I need to go back through it. You watch the Bills guys replay today after the game and the amount of disrespect shown to the players and the team. I'm assuming you're referring to, you know what? I'll assume both players and team they were disrespecting, Chiefs and Bills. Unless you played or coached, I haven't done both. You need to be quiet. I get it. Unless you've been on the field and know the exact pressures that it takes to get to championship level and to get to certain places. I mean, I was fortunate enough when I played high level, and to even make the team was tough. The things I had to do, I was constantly in the gym, working on my core, doing this, doing that, just because I was a smaller guy, right? I was competing against guys that were like a good 6 feet, 6'1", 200 easy running back at that. And you look like a 5'9", 5'10" dude. I was like at the time I was like a $170, $175. Like, so I had to do everything I could to kind of match up. So to get to where I was, that was a feat in itself. So, and I bring this full circle to get into a situation to get to the AFC Championship game and then come short. Yo, that's a big feat in itself to get there. To go 13-3 in the season, take down your first initial game, which is a tough one. That was a tough one. It took a bat down for us to get there. Then we take down the tough Ravens. And then you go up against defending champ Chiefs. Yo, that's tough, man. So kudos and a hats off to the players. That's facts. A hats off to the players because they got there. They got there, man. And to get there is not easy. It is not easy. MOS says, let's look and move forward on the process of winning a championship. The loss won't break us. It definitely won't. Don't forget, Buffalo versus everybody, man. Big squad. That's my guy. Yo, you gotta get a big squad, man. Big squad, stand up. That's facts. MOS, you right, man. This is the finest, man. It's actually only gonna make us hungrier, which is gonna get me into me talking about McDermott, and I'll explain to you exactly why and what I mean by that. Right, John DeMarchi. Salute to you, John DeMarchi. You've been a freaking valued viewer, along with the rest of our big squad. Jeff King. He's been that guy. Love my conversation with Jeff King on the phone. Love them. That boy, that's my guy right there. Anyway, John DeMarchi goes, yo, Kelly, Young, Favre, Manning, McNabb, you name it, Big Ben, Pat Mahomes, all lost their first conference championship games. Brady has lost 3. Rodgers has lost 4. It takes time. Josh Allen went 15-4, won 2 playoff games. You goddamn right, John DeMarchi. Facts, man. Facts. I feel really strongly about that. I feel real strongly about that. Kaylin Jordan says, yo, Rico, who do you think we should take in the first round? Too soon for that. Too soon. I got to do homework. I got to do my thing. I mean, I got to listen to the experts. And when I say experts, I'm talking my guys. You know what I'm saying? The guys that are part of my team, that they watch this all the time. Obviously, I'll watch everybody else, but I trust my guys that do this. I really do. And I'm gonna tell you, man, there's some good things happening. There's some good things happening with this team, but we got to respect it. We got to respect the process, man. We do respect the process. I'm still hurting. Timothy Payne, I know I get you, man. I do. I get you, fam. I'm still hurting, man. Chances at chases at titles. I think you're saying chances at titles. Chances at titles are so far and few between. Yes, they are. That moment is just huge. The future is not promised. See, I was going to get to that point. I'm going to get to that point, right? The future is not promised. And I will say this, and I'm going to get to you. I'm going to read my man, Jeff King. Jeff King, I salute for that super chat, man. I appreciate you. You know I do. Buddy, I coached at the high school level. I can't imagine having a job judged on the line every week, every effing week. It's tough, man, because we cover the team. We cover the team, so we obviously have our strong, passionate, emotional investments into this team, and the fan side of us comes out. The fan side of us comes out, and it's tough because we're trying to be as unbiased and try to, rock properly, you know what I'm saying, and cover the team unbiasedly, but the fandom comes out and we lose our shit. And I've been there. That's why I give myself a couple days to chill out. That's why my Tuesday shows are more a Rational Rico. Damn, there's another one. Rational Rico, double R, baby. Rational Rico comes out on Tuesday. If I'm still heated, something's wrong. Sundays, it's overreaction Rico, rated R Rico, all that good stuff, right? But Tuesdays is that one day to kind of get it together and then have things more fall into place. That's where we're at. But to have these players, that's why these players, very rare do they do interviews with like, small podcasts like us, because like, yo, weren't you the same guy that was talking shit about me, this, that, and the third? And sometimes it's the facts. That's why we are blessed and fortunate enough that we have a relationship with these players that they don't mind coming on the show. They really don't. Because there's a mutual respect. It's a respect thing. Now going back to Timothy Payne, right? This comment here, I'm still hurting. Chances of titles are so far and few between. Absolutely, they are so far and few between. Nothing's ever promised, man. My wife always she has an issue with me, and her issue with me is I never get excited. I'm never like, and it's hard because you guys know me to get excited when I'm watching football. But when good things happen, I'm always like, okay, when I'm actually there, I'll enjoy it. But until I actually get there, yo, keep your head down and keep working. You know what I'm saying? And I'll give you an example. Hey, we're taking a trip. We're going to Cuba. Most people be like, oh, I'm so excited. I can't wait to go to Cuba. Of course I'm excited. But until I step foot on ground, then I'm great. Because anything can happen between where something happens where, oh, you can't go. So all that excitement goes nowhere. So everybody's excited that we'll be back. That's what I've been seeing. We'll be back. You don't know if you'll be back. Because next year, big injury happens. And now we're in a position, right? We draft poorly, which I doubt we will. Then we're in a tough position. So like it's never promised. That is why you have to go balls to the wall in these situations. You can't be shy to go for it. It's fourth down in the red zone with a team that you're playing, that you're facing, is a firepower offense with guys that we could not stop in Travis Kelce and Tyreek Hill. And we kicking field goals. Fam, it's touchdowns over field goals, fam. Like that, when you're in the red zone, it's touchdowns over field goals at all times. I get it. The first field goal, you wanted to get points on the board before you headed into halftime. 3 points or no points. At least you went for it and you tried for it. To me, I get it, but you got to go for it. When I'm facing a giant in the Chiefs, I'm not pulling any stops. And I heard it today. You want to trust your quarterback. You don't trust your quarterback in the red zone where he doesn't turn the ball over. You know he's not giving the ball up. Yo, go for it, man. We go from going 3 points, now we're up to 7. And now it's a ball game. Now they get the ball back, and we've made some solid adjustments in the third quarter. So, like, trust your team, man. And we fell short on being aggressive. So, when you're in these moments, you got to go for it because you don't know if you're ever going to be back here again. Look at Charles Barkley. You know what I'm saying? Had an opportunity to win a championship, never won one. And opportunity after opportunity after opportunity, just can't get it. Can't get one. You know what I'm saying? You think you get there once and you're like, I'll be there. It's that easy. It is not. I promise you, it is not. It's a hard way to get there. It's too hard to just say, yeah, I got this. Fam, it's not. It's not easy like that. I'm reading some of your comments, man. Your comments are flying. Yo, I'm gonna tell you right now, man. Last stream, I was rewatching it. Yo, the stream things were coming in, man. Like even when I was trying to read some of your super chats, I would try to, and I'm like, I'm looking at it as a viewer, and I'm seeing the super chat shows up, gone. So like as I'm doing this, man, I'm doing my very best. So and I really appreciate everyone's jumping in. But I'm telling you right now, Elliot Eisler rated Rational Rico, man. I don't know if that works, but I like it. I like it a lot. But you guys catch what I'm saying, though? Like it's one of those situations where you're not promised that, man. You are not promised that whatsoever. And I'm going to address Jeff King's comment in just a moment. Najee Harris, fight fire with fire, man. Set up the pass with a punch to the throat. RB, no more playing, Rico. I'm telling you right now, man, we need that. And I'm gonna get into a comment that Cole Beasley made. All right, and I'm gonna talk. I'm writing it down so I can remember. Cole Beasley and the help. Okay, and I'm gonna talk on that in just a moment. So we have a solid team. Don't get it twisted. We don't got to gut shit. We just got to tweak. And I've used this analogy before, and I'm gonna use it again. And this is for the old school people that have been listening to me for a long time. We had an app, or we had a radio. I don't know if you guys remember it. BSN. Do you guys remember BSN? It was short lived, but man, did we have fun doing it. And in one of my podcast episodes, I talked about when McDermott showed up that he wasn't just gutting a house that he got here. He got to a house that he's not gutting. He just has to simply renovate. And he's been renovating. He's been doing great renovations, man. The kitchen's been renovated. Bathroom's been renovated. Finished basement. There's a few things that he still got to do. A few more renovations he's got to do, right? The driveway, it's still, I mean, it's paved, but the pavement is getting cracked. So he's like, you know what? Maybe I got to get interlock. Maybe that's a new running back. We thought we had another running back that was supposed to do the damn job. We fell short on that. We fell short. The backyard's got to be landscaped. It's got to be done. You know what I'm saying? So maybe that's the defensive front. Maybe that's the defensive front. Maybe that's the defensive backfield. Maybe we have to add a corner. You know what I'm saying? The old line. I mean, the front landscaping has to be done. Maybe the old line has to be tweaked here. We don't have to gut anything. If anybody's talking about like, we got to do this, that, we have to tweak. We have to renovate. We're doing some renovations, and then doesn't stop. We're going to continue that. Tim Hatz. We have to remember that Allen made it to the AFC Championship in his third year. Playoffs back to back. Without Mahomes, the NFL would praise Josh. Factual, man. You're not wrong. But this is why we play the game. This is why everybody's looking for that franchise quarterback. Everyone's looking for that franchise quarterback. And it's hard to find. And we got one. So we have to weaponize that quarterback. We have to weaponize that quarterback. And we did. And we're not done. We've got more things to do. We've got more things to do. Richard Russ says, yo, Jeff, facts. Everyone always questions split-second decisions. It's not easy. It definitely is not easy. That's why if you watch these press conferences, and this is what pisses me off, because some of these reporters ask the most ridiculous questions or not thought through all the way, or it's just a lob question. It's like, what do you just ask? They don't ask that question, or they'll repeat a question. Coach just answered a question, and then they'll repeat it in a different way and seeing if we can get a reaction out of. That's why they get pissed off, man. It's not easy. I'd love for you to come in. You know how many times where I've seen a reporter, whether it's basketball, mostly basketball sometimes, and these guys, they say, hey, so what happened on that play that such and such, whatever happened? And the guy's like, well, this happened. And then they'll reverse the question. Well, what would you have done in that situation? What would you have done? Reporter's like, dick and mouth. Be quiet. Don't be asking these questions that you can't answer for yourself when you're not in the split-second decision. Like me. I'm a DB, and I'm freaking facing Tyreek Hill. I am scared shitless. That boy is a walking 4-2, explosive as shit. Like, try defending that. And then having to worry about Travis Kelce on the other side killing us. Yo, it is not easy. We can talk all this mess, but it is not easy, man. We did our very best, but we just weren't good enough. So we just have to tweak a few things. Tweak a few things, man. Ryan Teal says Buffalo won 4 straight AFC championships. Believe they absolutely did. And then we lost 4 straight Super Bowls. We did that too. So, I mean, you can look at all the way you want to. Look at the way you want to, but it's just what it is. It's just what it is, man. Todd Tolfree says, yo, Ice Cube, I don't know what you're saying, but won't choke like the Buffalo Bills. All right, I'm not even there was too much nonsense. I couldn't really get through that. Senpei says, salute to the Chiefs, but I honestly believe that we were more banged up than we appeared, not knowing about Beasley, Davis with that ankle, and Brown limped a few times during with no separation. Okay, that was going to be my next point I was going to make. Okay, now before I get there, I gotta address my guy Jeff King and what he mentioned, because everything he said, factual. We as fans, we sit here and we think we know. me included, we think we know. I try to educate myself as much as possible with this team. And because I've played the sport, I get it, right? Because I've played both offensive side of the defense, offensive side and defense, I get it. But like we sit here and we can say all the things we want to, but yo, there's way more into these things than people give credit to these coaches, the amount of hours they put into it. They prepared for this game. They prepared. They knew this was going to happen. But at the end of the day, what it comes down to is this. You got to freaking make plays. At the end of the day, we didn't make enough plays. They made plays. We didn't. There's no ands, or buts, man. They made plays. We didn't. That's it. We have so many things that we've got to go through when it comes to free agency and who's the free agent and who are we going to sign back. And I'm going to give you guys the goods in just a moment. But man, we've got a few things to take care of. Now, when I look at the personnel, and this is one thing that I think Senpi, I think his name was Senpi, mentioned. All right. And he was talking about we were banged up. We were banged up. Offensively, we were banged up. We didn't give Allen 100% of the weapons that he needed, right? The names were there, but the production was not. Let's talk about it. And before we talk about it, by the way, there's 314 people watching right now from Facebook alongside YouTube. We got 268 on YouTube. We got 44 on the Facebook, and I got 3 people watching from my Facebook. Myself personally, salute to you guys. Right? Here's the deal. You have a Cole Beasley, which they knew was limping on a broken fibula, partially broken, partially cracked, whatever you want to call it. Not healthy, right? Week 17, didn't even play, right? First week of the playoffs was tremendous, but he was playing hurt, and we saw it visibly limping off the field. Against the Ravens game, solid, not as productive, but solid nonetheless, still played. And then you go into this game, he was our best receiver. He was like what? 7 receptions, 88 yards, and he caught 9. He was targeted 9 times and caught 7 balls. He was our best receiver yesterday, right? And Diggs only came on near the end, but he wasn't healthy. Then you had Gabe Davis, targeted 3 times, 0 catches, non-existent. So, like, as a coach, and you're looking at your personnel, and I get it. These guys are like, Coach, I'm good. You know what I'm saying? You heard are you hurt or are you injured? There's a difference. When you're hurt, brush it off. You're good to go. You're injured, you can't play. So I get that part, right? Are you hurt or you injured? But fam, when it comes to it, you got to put the healthy guys on, man. If Kenny Stills is there, he's been in the system 3 weeks, and you can get something out of him. Do it. Do it. If Gabe Davis is not there, he's not 100%. Kenny Stills is there, man. Maybe he gives you something. You got to do it. Cole Beasley, Coach, I'm good. Don't worry about it. I got you. How do you say no to that? As a coach, how do you say no to that? It's tough. Antonio Freeman. You got me saying Antonio Freeman. You got Devontae Freeman. Devontae Freeman, healthy. You know what I'm saying? Capable. We've had Devin Singletary, underwhelming all year long. And then we put in TJ Yeldon as the backup. It's like, come on, man. Like, we couldn't put Antonio Freeman that's hungry as ever. We couldn't put in, Devontae Freeman. Give him a healthy, new perspective, like experience. Come on, man. Like, I find it difficult as a fan, and this is where the fan part comes in. I find it difficult for me to say, like, come on, we didn't really think that one through. Tough. You're in a tough position, and that's why these guys get paid the big bucks, and we are just spectators. Jeff King, Yes, Rico, you can have the slay, the game plan, but if you don't have the horses, the players to pull it, it's all for naught. It's your boy, and I'm gone. See you at Jab Time, buddy. My man, Jeff King. Yo, Jeff King, you're a real one, man. You are a real one, Jeff King. That's my guy. That's my guy, Jeff King, man. David Kane says, yo, Moss and Devin can stay. Here's my vision. We draft Najee Harris and make him RB1. Moss shifts to RB2, third down man. Singletary shifts to RB3, injury relief guy, the role that Yeldon played. Yo, are you biting my shit? David Kane? But that's I'm teasing you, but that's exactly what I said in my last stream. When I was in my bag, and I was like, yo, come on, man, I'm upset. But I really said it. I said we draft an RB1, shift my man Zach Moss to RB2. If you want to make it a complementary backfield between those two, who cares? Singletary becomes RB3 / inactive. That's it. We'll bring you on when we're ready. Because right now you had all year to do it. Now, I will say this though. I got some information. Not that this information is is like somewhere where it's like can't be found anywhere. But I read somewhere, that not McDermott, but Dable specifically decided to be a pass-heavy team this year. He chose to go with the analytics that proves that there's more success throwing on first downs. Rico got some info. No, I don't. I don't have some info. I'm just dropping some shit that I read. Frank the Tank. But in this case here, we have information saying that he chose to go first down, throwing first downs and second downs, because I guess there's some form of success that teams are not expecting a team to throw on first down. So he chose to go that route. So it made me wonder then when I read that, did he have a conversation with the whole offense and say, guys, this year we're going to pass the ball. We're going to pass the ball. That's what we're going to do. Running is going to take second fiddle. You know what I mean? You're going to be second in command, second in line. We will run. It'll be pass first, run second. Be ready for that. Now, I imagine in those conversations that the running backs were going to be involved in the pass game. That's what I imagined. And it didn't seem that way. How many receptions did Devin Singletary have? In this game, he had 2 receptions for 9 yards and a drop. That big, crucial drop. But I imagine that was what the conversation was. Now changes what I was thinking. Because when I look at Devin Singletary, I'm like, my man was 775 yards rushing last year in 12 games. We had old man Frank was at 600 yards rushing. Like, we were able to run the ball. And we have a better right tackle. We had a better left guard last year in Quentin Spain, but everybody was there. It was the same. So nothing changed really. We got better on one side and a little worse on the other, but we should still be able to run the rock. But we didn't. Which makes me wonder, like what happened, man? So does next year, does he change it up again? All right, man, we passed all year. We threw them off a little bit. Now they're going to be expecting us to pass on first down. Now we're going to establish a run again. Was that the strategy? I'm speculating here. I'm very much speculating here. Just never know. You just never know. Now, Cole Beasley. What a heck of a competitor. Fam, you went 3 games playing on a broken leg. 3 games playing on a broken leg. And you were productive at that. Nothing that you needed to get surgery on, but nonetheless, dude, craziness, man. That is craziness. Yo, props and kudos to Cole Beasley. Big time. Like, my respect for him went through the roof when I found that information out. That's number 1. Number 2, Cole Beasley. Cole Beasley made a comment. Where's my phone at? Let me see if I can try to find that comment that he made. He made a comment in one of his press. I think it was a tweet or a press conference. I can't remember what it was. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna read it to you guys. And it was telling to me, and I may have speculated a little too much, but That's the way I took it upon myself. Okay. He mentioned this. Cole Beasley was like, he's speaking on Josh Allen, and he says he shouldn't have to be Superman every game for us to win. And he did a lot of this year, which is facts, right? Josh Allen carried this team this year. He did. If anybody has anything else to say and say different than that, I will fight you to it. You're absolutely wrong. He carried this team, as he should. He's our franchise quarterback, right? And I was on a show with my guys Brock and Pep today on Sportsmanlike Convo. If you guys have not gone on that podcast, find it. Legit guys, sweet guys, amazing. And we've been talking for some time now, and they asked me about like the weapons that we have on our team and where we lack. He's like, you lack at tight end, you lack at running back, and I'm like, and I'm listening to this, I'm like, yes, we've lacked that all year. We've lacked that all year. You know why it wasn't as front page news? Because we had a quarterback that was a stud. Yo, my man Corey just said it. Allen is a effing stud. We had a quarterback that is a stud that masked all our deficiencies. We could not run the ball. Fam, Allen's like, I got you. What you need? 88 yards rushing? I got that. Yo, we need to pass the rock. I got you. 4,000 yards, 4,500 yards, 37 touchdown passes. What you want? Or you want 9? You want 8 touchdown rushes? I got you too. Like, dude, he was our guy all year. No question. Our guy all year. So when you see Cole Beasley mention that he can't be Superman all the time, you know what came to my mind? Actually, let me ask you guys, what came to your mind when he says that? What comes to your mind right off the bat? Let me repeat it. Let me repeat it. Josh Allen, he shouldn't be our Superman every game for us to win, and he did it a lot this year. So when he says that, are you like, yeah, man, that defense, man, y'all got to step up, man? Or are you like, yo, special teams, man, yo, you guys didn't do shit this year for me, and like, yo, y'all got to step up? O-line, guys, you got to help this guy. What comes to mind? Coach Dable, man, you can't let Allen be Superman. You got to dial. What comes to mind? Because immediately for me, this is what came to mind. 100%. Brandon Markle. That's exactly what came to mind. Yo, Born Savage. That's exactly what came to mind. And some people might say, nah, that's not on him. That's not on them. But Justin Walker, 100%. Justin Walker said it. Pat running the rock. And that's what stood out to me. John Marsh says, yo, Allen is phenomenal. And if you have not been through the Todd Collins, JP Lossman, Alex Enfield, Nate Peterman, don't say that. Don't you dare disrespect Nate Peterman. You don't know. But it's true. He carried us all freaking year. Michelle Holloman, do you think that we keep Milano? Let him go and get Levante from Tampa. Let Brown walk and get a big body receiver. We're going to talk on that. We'll talk on that. Let me put a pin on that. Let me put a pin on that because I have some things to talk about on that. Jonathan Pravu says, yo, we need speed on offense, man. Yes, we do. Yes, the heck we do. Tim Hatz, Josh Allen stiff arm, 30 yards, first thing. Oh, he's got to get rid of that. And I'm going to talk about the things that we're going to have to work on. All right. But let me get in my bag when it comes to that. The running, that's exactly what came to my mind when Cole Beasley mentioned that Allen can't be Superman. He's right. If we had a freaking balanced offense, and I'm not going to just blame it on the running back. I'm going to blame that a little bit on Dable too. Right? Although that was probably your plan, Dable, but at the end of the day, to win in this league, you've got to be somewhat balanced. You've got to be somewhat balanced. And I don't want to hear, yeah, but look at the Chiefs. The Chiefs have dynamic freaking players. Look at their tight end. There's your big safety blanket. And that's not just a blanket. That's an electric blanket. That's an electric blanket. So that masks if your Tyreek Hill isn't open, because then you can go to your electric blanket. That's your blanket of all blankets. Then you have Tyreek Hill. That is a freak of an athlete. Freak. He's a super freak. And the fact that we were able to I heard from a Chiefs fan that Tyreek was nursing a bad injury. You had Mark Holman wasn't in the game last time that we played. Sammy Watkins, I think, was hurt, was nursing an injury. So they weren't 100%. Neither were we. But we got there 100% and we got mashed. So the run game, the lack of, shall I say, killed us. You know what I'm saying? We don't have the offensive potency of the Chiefs. Although we were the number 2 offense this year, but going firepower against firepower, you saw it. There was the proof. Did we have the firepower? Clearly not. Our weapons weren't, you know what I mean? We didn't cock that shit and ready to go. That shit was still on safety. My man Bobby Ray, that's my guy. Bad game plans, outcoached. I think we have 2 players to beat them. We have to have the players to beat them, and we don't. We're right. We don't have the players to beat them. We don't have the players to contend with a team like that. But we're not far. We're not far. Against the rest of the league, we can play with every one of you guys. And we can play with the Chiefs. We just have to tweak a few things. And now we have to build our team to take on the likes of the Chiefs. So I'll tell you right now, corner is one thing that we'll definitely heavily be looking at. A corner that is physical and a corner that has speed. That will jam you up at the line strong. Get you on the line. Disrupt that shit. That's what we need, man. There were some guys that had not great games. There's no need to call anybody out specifically, but our team did not play good across the board. We chose a bad game to have a meh type of game where we needed to have everything hitting on all cylinders. But the run game, though, fam, we gotta do something about that. Or change your philosophy from pass to be more balanced, and maybe we'll get something out of Devin Singletary. Maybe we'll get something out of Zach Moss. But right now, most people, myself included, those running backs are not it. And it's not like we didn't give these guys opportunities. They had their opportunities to run. Our best run game came from Devin Singletary with 86 yards rushing. Not going to cut it. Not going to cut it. And that was against the Patriots. The next best he had was when he ripped off a 50-yard run at the end of the game. That's not going to cut it either. It's not going to cut it. But we got to do something about that. It's a must. We've got to do something about that run game scenario. Whether we upgrade the line, there's a few things that we've got to do. 100%. Spin says, we need a cornerback that can play man-to-man and jam at the line, and it's got speed. We need that. Because if you miss, you need recovery speed. You miss on a jam. You ever see a cornerback miss on a jam badly? It's over. You're gone. But a guy that can miss on a jam but has enough speed to recover, huge. We don't have that. Born Savage, I don't want to hear about drafting a running back until we get run blockers on that line, man. My man Born Savage is talk your shit, bro. He's like, a new running back is worthless with this line. Great point. That's a great point. So I'm gonna put you on the spot, Born Savage, right? Get me your. I want to know your answer. So if you feel that we need to update this line, where are we upgrading the line? Right tackle is fine. Left tackle is fine. Right? More than fine. Great. Right guard? Question mark. I like Feliciano. Love Feliciano. Actually, I don't like him. I love Feliciano. But are we moving on for Feliciano? Do we need to upgrade at right guard? Mitch Morse is sticking around. He's not going nowhere. Left guard. Butker, fam. Nah. Admirable. He played admirably, but he's not that guy. So unless we do something with left guard and right guard, or maybe just left guard, maybe it changes the game. But that's something that we have to look into. Born Savage, I'd like to know what your thoughts are. Let me know. Let me know. Elliot Iser says, keep Mango in Buffalo. All right. If you like that. But were we happy with our run game? Let's be real with each other, man. I like Mango too. I do. Mango, whatever you guys want to pronounce it like. But the production wasn't there. The production wasn't there. Then what are we doing with Cody Ford? That's another thing. And you guys already know how I feel about Cody Ford. You guys know. Born Savage says we got to go guard all day. I'm with you. But we have Cody Ford. What are we doing with Cody Ford? And you guys already know how I feel about Cody Ford. I felt like he's been underwhelmingly disappointing in his first 2 years. He's had a few strings of games where you're like, all right, we straight. But for the most part, I desire more. I really do. So now when he comes back from injury, where are they going to put him? Right guard or left guard? And if they let Darrell Williams go to bring back and put right tackle at Cody Ford, I'll be pissed. That will be a terrible decision if they do that. But I'm not a fan of Cody Ford. I don't think he fits with what we're trying to do. Pass blocking, run blocking, he's better at it. And I've been saying that he's a borderline bust. I don't want to call him a bust yet because he got injured, so he's got next year to prove himself. But where are you going to put him? If you're trying to upgrade this line, where are you going to put him? And we may not even have a choice. We may not even have a choice. And I'll tell you why we may not even have a choice. Because salary cap is going to affect us heavily. So we may not be able to just go kill the game in free agency. So we may have no choice but to come back with Deion Dawkins, Cody Ford, Mitch Morse, Feliciano, Darrell Williams. That might be our line next year. So guess what? If that's our line next year, that means we have to upgrade our running back. Because if we come back with the same running back tandem, same O-line, yo, fam, we're going right back to the same thing. We cannot. We can't. Something's got to give. Maybe a new set of eyes in the backfield. Yo, if I'm talking mess, or if you don't agree with me, super chat it and let me know. Right? Yo, Rico, I disagree, and here's why. But if you're like, yo, bang on, I'm with you. We on the same page. We on that. Yo, give me the guns or give me a fire emoji. That way I know. If you're in the comment section watching this show back again, yo, comment section, hit me up. Let me know, Rico. I'm agreeing with you, man. When it comes to that O line, because the O line, it's two stories, man. There's two stories with the O line. Either we revamp that whole line and bring a whole bunch of people and put some money into the line, or we keep it the very same because they did a hell of a job protecting Josh Allen, even when we had Brian Winters in there and Cody Ford. Right? For the most part, we were ranked number 4. We're 4th in the league in protecting quarterback and pass blocking efficiency. Number 4. Do you know where we ranked running the ball? 31st in running the freaking ball. Our efficiency in running the ball. So is it the running backs or is it the O-line? If we keep the line, we got to upgrade the running back. If we're keeping the running backs, we have to upgrade the line. You can't keep it the same. Cannot. Tricky Finch says, yo, how do I become a member? Here's how you become a member. Supportbf.com. You go to supportbf.com. You have all your options right there. And then anything that you want to go to the website. You want to go to IG. You want to support BF, and you want to be a member. There's a member tag right there. That's the easiest way I can tell you. My girl Caitlin, you're crazy. So let's get better run blockers in, and then we stand back there and like a statue. Forget the run. Let Allen run and keep airing it out. Okay. Caitlin Blount, love you like a play sister, my girl, but I wholeheartedly disagree with that. You can't keep things the same because you keep the same, we're going to be in the same position where we are right now. That's just what it is, man. So you want to go back to when we really need a run game and then we fall short again? This is where you need to upgrade. We need to improve. Whether the line stays together, if the line stays the same, we need to do something in the draft with a running back. Simple as that. We don't have the speed, Caitlin. And I'm not even talking to you because there's a lot of people that have the same mentality you do. Don't change anything. We were great. We were the number 2 offense. Fantastic. But we were not balanced. We were lopsided. We were very lopsided. And you can't be lopsided because once someone exploits your passing game, like the Chiefs did, and you need to rely on your run game to open it up a little bit to kind of tell them to back off, you can't. Why? Because we don't have the explosiveness at the running back room. We don't. How many sweeps did we run this year? I can count on one hand maybe 5, not even. How many times do you see your running backs go to the outside? Hardly ever, because we don't have the speed for that. If you don't got guys that have the speed, your play caller is not going to call something like that. Why do you think we use so many jet sweeps? Honest to goodness, man. Let me check my man Isaiah Mckenzie. Isaiah Mckenzie this year has been a great tool for the Bills, a fantastic tool for the Bills, right? And let me see what my guy's done this year. When I look at Isaiah Mckenzie, this year alone, for the regular season, okay? So 30 targets, he got 34 targets with 30 catches. What I want to see is what he did in the run game. Rushing, perfect. So he's helped us a tremendous amount when it comes to running the rock. And I'm looking, see, they're giving me the stats for, damn it, I'm not seeing what I want to see. But the point is this, he helped our run game tremendously because why? Speed. He has the speed to grab that ball and hit it up around the corner. If we have a running back that has the speed, come on now, we become more dynamic. So now they got to worry about a running back. They got to worry about Isaiah Mckenzie on the jet sweep, and then you got to worry about Stephon Diggs. But our offense this year was worry about Stephon Diggs. I'm not worried about Devin Singletary. Are you crazy? I'm good. Now I get where you're coming from. Yo, don't change shit. We were great. We were lopsided though. We were lopsided. Reed Levine. The line stays the same, in my opinion. Need more talent at the running back spot. Hot take here. We need some spice on the defense more than either of those. Okay. So you're ready to go on the defensive side. We can talk about the defense. We definitely will hit the defensive side. We do have to talk about it because we've got quite a bit of money tied into that, and we've got to make some changes, right? Justin Plitnikoff says, yo, get rid of interior O-line and the whole D-line. Get bigger, stronger, faster. Well, we'd love to do that, but we've got some contracts that we've got to uphold. You know what I mean? So we'll see who stays around. We will see who sticks around. Justin Walker says, yo, if we keep this offensive status quo, but improve the entire defensive line, the game we lost were the games Josh was off, picked up against the weaker teams, but we need a number 1 RB, new defensive line, and guards. I'm sure those very position groups will be something that we address, right? How much we spend on those things will be another, because like I said, money is scarce. I think we have 6 or 7 million right now in cap space. So we don't have the luxury like we did last year of 50 plus million to just go and spend money willy-nilly. We don't. We're going to be very conservative with how we spend our money this year. And don't forget, we have guys that we've got to like look into re-signing, right? Matt Milano is one of them. Do we give Josh Allen his extension this year, right? That's one thing. Darrell Williams, right tackle. Do we bring him back? Are we letting him walk, right? So there's some money that we're going to have to put in some places. What are we doing with John Brown, right? There's a whole bunch of things right now. So let me put it this way. Hold on. Justin Politnikov says, get rid of Addison, Butler, Jefferson, Murphy. We can get out of those contracts fairly easily. Murphy for sure. Murphy's gone, in my opinion. I can't see him coming back. So I'm going to look at something here. I'm going to look at whose contracts and how much in it, and if we can get out of certain contracts. Because that's what's going to be the difference. Bills guys, Elliot, I wish but money. I don't know what you guys are talking about. It's all good though. JC Transport goes, this is my opinion. The only running back to run hard this year was Williams, Antonio Williams. Singletary dances too much. Moss way too long to hit the hole. I don't think it's the O-line. It's the RB problem. And this is what I'm saying. It's two things that it's either one or the other. And most likely it's the running back room that's going to change. Because Cody Ford is coming back. They're going to implement him. They spent a freaking second-round pick on that man. They ain't just going to let him walk just like that. Right? So they're going to put him at either left guard or right guard. I think he might just go right to left guard again. Keep him there. He has to have an off-season at left guard and go from there. No more moving him around. So Dawkins, Ford, Morse, Feliciano, Darrell Williams, if we bring Darrell Williams back. So now you got to go to the running back room. We lack speed. We all know it. We don't have the speed. We have the strength in Zach Moss. We don't have the speed. We have the wiggle, but why can't we get someone that has wiggle and speed? That's the only way I can explain it to you guys. Wiggle and speed, then we good. By the way, Born Savage, you a wiggler and a speed guy because you sped through and joined the Bing Squad. So I got to give you love to my guy, Born Savage. Welcome to the Bing Squad. Let's go. Real talk. So, I mean, hey, lots of things we got to talk about, man. Lots of things we got to talk about, but it's somewhat exciting. It's somewhat exciting. And let me say this, man. I gotta jump in and say this because I don't want to sit here and poo-poo on this team. We had a phenomenal year, man. We had a phenomenal year, an exciting year. Think about the connections that everybody made. Think about the times we've had with family members watching our teams win, and the phone calls and the FaceTimes and the amount that you can gloat when you go to work and all that good stuff, man. Good times, man. So we can chest up, chin up, chest out, that we can say, oh man, we were good. We were good, man. We just fell short. We fell short to a reigning Super Bowl team. It's expected. You mean? To be the man, you got to beat the man. We're not the man yet because we didn't beat the man. That's what it comes down to. It's my guy, Ric Flair. Caitlin, my girl. Caitlin says, yo, man. Yo, Caitlin, you know when Caitlin's serious? She's like, yo, let me super chat this bitch. I need to talk to Rico, man. He ain't listening to me. So I got you. Let me see what you got. Caitlin says, yo, get more speed with the running back. Fine. Get a top tight end in here, stat like Kelsey, Kittle, Waller, which will help the run blocking game. Keep it the same. I'm with you. I'm with you. I'm with you. That tight end position is underwhelming. But they see, and I'm telling you right now, you're going to see Dawson Knox back again. You're going to see him back again because they refuse to just give up on that man. They won't give up on him. They started to implement him and giving him short dump offs, right? Read option, right? Give him that read option. Hold on, dump it off. But it's all great and dandy. But who's the tight end that's going to push it downfield, right? All the work that Dawson's been getting, all those touchdowns, those late touchdowns, red zone with 2 to 3 yard dump offs. What about that 15-yard dump off that we need? What about that deep ball that we need from you? You know what I'm saying? What about that dig route? Right? If we're gonna do something at tight end or not, Dawson Knox needs to take a massive leap, and I just don't trust Dawson Knox. So what we may need to do is go with 2 tight ends, right? Where Croft was supposed to be, and handle that. But right now, it's just not working out the way we need it to work out. It just isn't. And we need that. And speed, 100%. We definitely need speed. Kaylin, you are not wrong with that. Speed is of the essence. Speed kills. You can't teach speed. Right? And if we have it where we have a CJ Spiller, and I hate to say it because I think CJ Spiller was one of our, although he had a great year at 1,200 yards rushing, which is insane. But that was it. But guess what? Speed, man. My problem with a guy like CJ Spiller was all he wanted to do was hit the sideline. Pretend he's going upside, boop, boop, he's gone to the sideline. All they do with a speed guy, fucking just string him outside. String him to the outside. Because when he wants to cut inside, we're going to get you. And then he fizzled out. He couldn't do that. He got figured out. So we need a balanced running back that has the speed, that is not afraid to go outside and then cut it inside. Vision. That's why you always hear, hey, running backs are a dime a dozen. No, they're not. I disagree with it. I don't care what anybody tells me. Fight me with it. They're not a dime a dozen. Because if they were a dime a dozen, we have 2 running backs right now that we're not really pleased with. But they're a dime a dozen, right? We can find any of them anywhere. Really? Because right now, the 2 that we have, we're doing it. The last running back that we had was like the dude, Fred Jackson. Right? Fred Jackson, you count on Fred Jackson. He wasn't the fastest, but that boy had vision. He can catch the ball out of the backfield. Before that, Willis McGahee, Travis Henry. Look at the running backs that we've had in this place, man. And then look what we got right now. Not doing it. Sometimes you got to spend that money on that running back. Whether it's a late first round, I am not opposed to having a running back late first round. You never take a running back in the first round. If he's a difference maker, you take him. I don't care what anybody, but you can get a guy in the 5th. All right. You can get a guy in the 3rd. Okay. How are our running backs doing? I'm just saying, man. We grab those guys in the 3rd. Where they at, though? That's what I'm saying. I'm just keeping it a buck. Underwhelming year. But man, Lesean Mccoy. We had Lesean McCoy. Man was a 2nd-round pick. 2nd-round pick. He should have been a 1st, but he was a 2nd-round pick. Solid. Borderline Hall of Famer. Probably not going to get in. But boy, was he good. Speed, vision, all that stuff. I don't want to hear any of this stuff about, oh, we can't take a running back in the 1st round. Stop it. Stop it. You find a running back that can do it all, you grab his ass. If it's the 1st round that it comes in, you take him. If he's a difference maker for your freaking offense, you take him. But come on, man. Like, don't listen to the people that tell you never take a running back in the 1st round. Make your mind up for yourself. Look at what our problems are. You cheap out. I don't want to say cheap out, but you cheap out and go in the 3rd round, you'll get your 3rd round. Right? Are there busts? Absolutely, there are busts. There are busts all over the place. Receiver, running back, quarterback, you name it. Left tackle, right tackle, defensive end, Maben. Remember him? There are busts. And then there are gems. You find a gem in the 5th, a gem in the 4th. Do you guys remember Priest Holmes? Priest Holmes wasn't a 1st-round pick. But Priest Holmes was nice with it. For that short stint of him being a running back, that boy was killing the game. Not a 1st-round pick. Adrian Peterson, Hall of Famer, 1st-round pick, solid for a long time. Even playing right now, he was in the mix for the Detroit Lions. So I don't want to hear nothing about, oh, you can't pick a running back in the 1st round. Yo, that's hogwash. Don't listen to that crap. I'm not buying it. John DeMarchi, Henry, Cook, Taylor, all between 41 and 56. You can grab a great running back in the 2nd round. But if you have one in the 1st round that you can grab, you grab him. 1st and 2nd round, I'm good with it. Because most times you're looking for like a receiver, quarterback, any of that. I mean, in the 1st round, that can really make your team dynamic. Right? Jonathan Taylor, solid. Who wouldn't want a Jonathan Taylor? I was hoping that Jonathan Taylor would fall to the Bills somehow, some way. Man, could you imagine a Jonathan Taylor on the Bills? But don't take a running back in the 1st round, though. No. Not buying it. Not buying it. Anyway, I digress. When I get into the offensive side of the ball, especially when I talk about running back position, that's my passion. That's the position I love the most. Right? I'm with you. Some may not agree with me. Some may like, yo, man, you tripping right now. I get that part. You're not going to agree with everything I say. Trust me. You guys have it. But I think that's why you guys continue to come and tune in and watch, because it's good dialect. It's good conversation. Because I'll give you a different perspective that I'm looking at it, and you'll have your own. And this is why we do this. We share this. You share your point. I share mine. You might convince me in a way like, ooh, that's a good point, though. You know what I'm saying? So I get that. I get that a lot. But you guys catch what I'm saying when I mention to you guys about you have a guy that you like, you take him. Are there busts? Do you risk getting a bust? Absolutely you do. But man, is the reward ever great when you find your guy and he's doing it. The rewards are great. Especially when you chose him, you found him, that's the guy. I'm going to tell you this. I'm not going to take any credit for this. My man Pierre has been talking about this guy since last year, and he's mentioned him this year again. He goes by the name of Gaineswell. And that's a name that you guys want to get familiar with. Kenneth Gaineswell or Gainwell. That's the one you want to get rid of. Loose Cannon says, yo, Rico, so you're done with Devin Singletary cutting ties? I'm not done with him per se. But, like, I'm bringing competition in. And if he doesn't fare well in the competition and he gets outplayed, what am I going to hold on to him because it's Devin Singletary? I love Devin Singletary, but, yo, if you get beat and you get outplayed and you get out hustled and you don't have a good camp, nah, fam. Either you get yelled in and you're inactive, you make the team, but you're just gonna be the running back that we have when inactive, or you know what I mean, traded. I don't know. We'll see. We will see. Yo, Chevy 1017 says, yo, I wouldn't be against signing Fournette. Won't be too expensive, and he has the talent. I'm not sure about Fournette. I'm not big on Fournette. Because look, what is he doing exactly with the Tampa? Are you excited with what he does with the Tampa? No, I'm not. He doesn't quite do it for me. I'm just keeping it real with you guys, right? Somebody, I just saw a comment that I'm trying to get about. That is, talk about the cap moves we made, Rico. So we made some moves today. We definitely made some moves today that I need to bring up to you guys, and we also have a few people that we have to. There's a few people that we have to figure out on if we're gonna sign them or not, right? So here's a list. I'm gonna find this list for you guys, so you guys can see what's going on here. So let me tell you about our free agents. All right. So here are free agent players that Buffalo are going to have to make a decision on. All right. So what are we doing with Barkley? What are we doing with Yeldon? What are we doing with Jones? What are we doing with Roberts? Yeah, it's good.
It's okay.
Yeah, it's fine. I heard it, but it's
gonna happen. Like,
that's cool. It's all good.
So sorry.
That's all good. Barkley, Yeldon. We got to do something with Tywan Jones. What are we doing with Tywan Jones? We bring him back again as a free agent. Excuse me, as a I got me tongue twisted. As a running back that's there for special team purposes. Do we bring him back? We let him go. Have we established ourselves with Saron Neal as a gunner? So do we open up a running back spot for somebody else? That's questionable. We got to do something with Roberts. Are we bringing Andre Roberts back? He's a free agent, right? Isaiah McKenzie. We've loved Isaiah McKenzie. I had somebody hit me up and say, I had a colleague, he's a Packers fan. We're both nasty as hell today at work. We were not happy. And it hurt. It hurt us to be in that position. But Isaiah McKenzie, he's like, yo, he was one of your better receivers, man. Keep that guy. Right? Lil Dirty might be coming back. You never know. Right? So Isaiah McKenzie, free agent. Free agent, O-line, Williams, Feliciano's a free agent, Butker's a free agent, and Seke is a free agent. Winters is a free agent. We got a lot of decisions we got to make, right? We'll go to the cornerback spot. Levi Wallace, free agent. Josh Norman, free agent. And I know Josh Norman wants to come back. I know he wants to come back. Dean Marlowe, free agent. They love Dean Marlowe, so I can see him come back as well. Matt Milano, free agent, right? Trent Murphy, free agent. We got to bring him back, right? Tyler Kroft, free agent. You know what I'm saying? Smith, linebacker. Andre Smith, free agent. And then Bjorquez is a free agent. Yo, we've got some decisions to make. And there's going to be some teams that are going to walk away. So that's why when people say, yo, run it back, we'll be back. Not necessarily, because this team is not going to look the same. There are going to be some guys that are not on this team. Unfortunately. We'd love to keep them all, but you can't. Shout out to my girl, Caitlin Blount. For real, though, mad respect for all you BF guys. I could never come on and talk after a loss like this game or last year's like you did. I can't even watch highlights. Love Buffalo Fanatics, and Rico's the real MVP this year. Yo, Kaylin, man, let me give you a bell. Kaylin, you're my girl, man. Honestly, Kaylin. One of these days, you're going to come on this show, girl. Stop ducking and dodging me. Stop it. Come on with me. You know what it is, man. But I appreciate you, man. I really do. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. And before I end the show, I have my thank yous that I want to give out as well, because this will be it's a fantastic year, man. We've had a fantastic year. But let me get through this, and then we'll get to the sentimental soft talk. I mean, the cloth talk, soft talk. But we'll get there. But that's my girl, man. Caitlin, I love you, man. You know what it is, my girl. You know what it is. But we are going to have some decisions to make. We're going to have some major decisions to make. Born Savage. I just saw Born Savage make a comment. Born Savage says, this offense got predictable and stale when they stopped using Mckenzie in the motion game. Look at the chaos KC caused with Hill in the motion game. Oh, man. Great point, Born Savage. Great point. Great point. Because I'm going to tell you this. Though. If you look at what this team, how it's constructed with the motions and so on and so forth, because that's Dable's game, man. There's a lot of motion that we do. We do a lot of motion, and we didn't utilize Mckenzie. After Mckenzie had that massive game against the Broncos? I can't remember who he killed, but he had a massive game. It was the Dolphins. I can't remember, man. We had such a great year, but after that game, like, we rarely used Mckenzie. He went, like, I mean, he was injured a little bit, or he was hurt, but like, we rarely used him, and we changed the game. I remember 2 games straight, Colts and the Ravens. Rarely did we see Mckenzie. So I'm thinking, oh, wait a minute now. Maybe they're saving Mckenzie for the Chiefs. Give him a little different dynamic. We rarely use the man. So, like, I mean, there's so many things to look at, man. There really is. I mean, I like Mckenzie. I'm a big fan of Mckenzie. I was unsure about Mckenzie making the team because I was such a big fan of Duke Williams. But at the end of the day, man, Mckenzie was an integral part this year, man. He was a very big part to this team. John DeMarchi says, yo, cut pre-June 1st, and I like them all. This is just the math. Via overthecap.com says JB, John Brown 15, $8.1 million we will save if we cut JB. Jerry Hughes 7.3. Vernon Butler 6.8. Golly. Quentin Jefferson 8 million. Addison 6.2. That's 35 million that could be restructured or gone. And I love Jerry Hughes. DeMarchi, like I said, man, the team is put in a very tough situation. A very tough situation. And I mean, come on, man. There's going to be some people that are going to be let go, and we're not going to be happy about it. But that's just the nature of the business. It's the nature of the business, man. But I'll tell you this though, we definitely got to keep Milano. We definitely got to keep Darrell Williams. You got to. You can't move on from those 2 guys. You cannot. So I got my other laptop opened up here. I'm gonna go to my trusty team salary caps to see where we stand right now. So right now, as of right now, where we stand, the Bills are at, let me see what we have. Our salary cap right now. Damn, we're at $2 million. Yo, we're at $2 million. Our estimated salary cap. 2.6 mil. Golly, man. I thought we were we're broke. We are broke. We've got to do a lot of cutting and trimming of the fat. But I'm looking at this team right now. Like, we've got a lot of money tied into these players, man. We really do. We've got a lot of money tied in. And right now, John Brown, I'm looking at John Brown as the main person that you may not see back next year. You may not see John Brown back next year. This is why I said up to you before, and I'm saying it again. This is why. Okay, there goes my man Bobby. Okay, so okay, that's what it is. So we're at 2.7. How much was it? 2.6. We'll round it up to 2.7. 2.7 mil. And then we're rolling over 3.7 mil. So that's what got us to around that 6 mil, 7 mil, because we're rolling some money over. But like, the estimated cap right now is at 2.6. So we've got a lot of decisions to make. That's my guy, Bobby. Bobby's the numbers guy. Thank you, sir. But let me tell you something, man. A lot of teams are going to have decisions to make. A lot of teams. And we're in a tough position, man. I'm looking at this team, man. Like, let's just look at a guy like Jerry Hughes. Jerry Hughes, if the team wanted to get rid of Jerry Hughes, they have an out. In 2021, they have an out. We can get out of that deal in 2021. So right now, the dead cap for him would be $2 million. So we lose $2 million if we cut him. Cap hit, we'd be saving is 7 mil. So I'm telling you, there's some things that we're gonna have to do. Some tough decisions that we're gonna have to make. Let me look at, if you guys have a player that you want me to look into to say, yo, what would it look like if we got rid of this person? Let me know. Like, let me see. Like Mario Addison, I'm very interested in Mario Addison to see what it is, because to me, Mario Addison, I think he had his best years with the Panthers. He had his best years with the Panthers, and right now we have a potential out with Mario Addison as well. Dead cap of $4 million. We'll save 13 mil. If my math is correct, am I looking at that right? Right? Dead cap of $4 million. So I don't know, fellas. We're gonna have to look at this very seriously, because $50 million tied up in this O line. I mean, in his D line. Yo, we got some decisions to make, man. Ed Oliver, I'm in. I want Harrison Phillips back. If we can bring Harrison Phillips back, I'm good. If we can bring Jefferson back, I would love to bring Jefferson back. Keep him. I'll bring Jefferson back. But Mario Addison, I don't know. I like Mario, but there were a few plays this year I was like, come on, fam. You got to wrap up. You got to wrap up. Ed Oliver, you got to bring him back. I mean, shoot. I think he's going to be better than we anticipate. Then we get Starla Tulele. If we want to bring him back next year, he can come back. Vernon Butler, I'm good with him leaving. I am very good with him leaving. But like, we've got some decisions to make, man. We've got some decisions to make. Lee Smith, you got to go. AJ Epinesa, you know what I'm saying? He's coming on right now, so we're going to see what he gives us next year. I think he's going to be a good, solid player. But like the rest, I mean, we're top heavy, but then after that, man, we're good. Daryl Johnson, we'll see what Daryl Johnson does. Mike Love gets an opportunity to really prove himself in camp. So we're gonna find out what's really good, man. We're gonna find out. Cut Barkley. You know what though? I think they bring Barkley back, because I think that the relationship between him and Josh Allen is one that you don't just bring somebody else in. Do we restructure him and give him, bring him back for a couple of years? That's trash. That's not great. That's fine. But that's one way of looking at it, because of the relationship that he has with the team. He's a good leader on that squad. And the dude is solid. He's a solid individual, man. He's the glue. And I read it somewhere or something, but they value him a lot on this team. Now, when it comes to a quarterback that can, give us the rule of 500. You know what I mean? You need a quarterback that gets us to 500, that can win us if you're out. If Josh Allen happens to be out for 6 games, you need your quarterback to come in and give you 3 games. Win you 3, lose 3. At least give you 500. Does Barkley give you that? That's where you have to make a decision now. We got to make a decision. So a lot of things that have to happen, man. And I might dedicate a show strictly to, like, off-season moves and what we have to do for this team. This is not one of those situations. So we might save that. For Friday's show. Because the show must go on, man. The show must go on. Now, when I'm done, let me just get into my ending of the show. All right. And this is where I'm gonna get soft. So I'm glad some of you guys are in here still. There's 312 people watching right now. I got 270 on Facebook, 42 on Facebook, and 270 on YouTube. All right. Fitz as a backup. I bet you Fitz would come back as a backup, no problem. And would it be at Buffalo? I absolutely think he would. I would actually love to see Fitzmagic, as a backup in Buffalo. But I still think he feels that he can play in this league and be a starter. But dude, you're 38, 39 years old, man. Just embrace the role of the backup. But every opportunity he's gotten, he's excelled. But man, would that be a nice backup plan to have and bring him on? But he's not going to be cheap. He's going to be an expensive backup. So that's one thing you have to look into. So let me get into my bag. First things first. Let's talk about these Bills. These Bills have given us an incredible year, a phenomenal year, an inspiring year, in a year where there's a whole lot of negativity in this world, man. A lot of negativity, right? It started off with the whole Black Lives Matter and all that trash that was going on this year, all the racism, all the trash that was going on. Even me dealing with some of the crap on Twitter with some clowns saying some outlandish shit. Just got to call them out for it, right? But in a year with all this silliness, and then the COVID thing comes in, and that just put a damper on everything, right? Stay at home orders, curfews, and businesses going down, and a whole bunch of negativity. This Bills team came through. They came through to give us something to kind of just get our minds off and just, you know what I mean, and have success. And this team has done an incredible job in doing that. What a phenomenal, great year that we've had with these Bills. They've really done a great job. And what they've done in the community, the players themselves, you know what I'm saying? Fantastic. So big salute to these Bills. Salute to McDermott. Salute. I mean, like, let's put all the criticism aside. The game is lost. We lost the game. It is what it is. You win some, you lose some. But the experience that we gained, insurmountable, man. We can't even talk about that as much. And I'm going to speak on McDermott and Allen next week. I was going to save it for this week, but I'm going to talk about it on Friday. But great year, man. Great year. 13-3. 13-3. We erased these 25, 26 year droughts that we've had since we've got out of the first, swept the division, number one. We sweep the division. We win the division, right? We go 13-3. First time in 20 odd years. You know what I'm saying? We get out of the first round. First time in 27. We make it to the AFC championship game. First time in 27. Like, dude, we had a heck of a year. Like, there were many memories. Many memories were created, man. The amount of times that you watch the game with a friend or mom or your dad or someone that's not around right now that's passed away, or they passed away last year and they weren't able to see the success, and you're seeing all this stuff. Amazing. Amazing, right? So they give us great memories. You are going to remember 2020, whether you like it or not. You're going to remember it for the negativity and people that you lost, and your team doing extremely well and kind of keeping you positive, right? That's number one. So salute to the whole team. Salute to the Bills. They did the damn thing. Real talk. I needed to get that out the way. Number two, I gotta give a big thank you to the crew at BF. The crew at BF at Buffalo Fanatics. I'm not going to give it a short name. The Buffalo Fanatics crew, when it comes to it, with our writing team, our editor, Adam Nanini, has done a fantastic job with keeping things going, with pumping out articles and keeping the team motivated. We've brought a lot of new contributors to Buffalo Fanatics, and they've done a fantastic job keeping us informed, right? Giving them opinion pieces. And they've done a great job. So Adam and the crew, fantastic job. I can't be prouder of you guys, right? The podcast crew, you know what I'm saying? Nap, Z-Bot, the Bills guys, like everybody that's contributing, doing, breaking tables, everybody contributing to do the podcast, that give you guys something to listen to on the way to work, back from work. Joe Miller doing his thing with the podcast. We've given you something for candy for your ears 7 days a week. You've had something. You know what I'm saying? So, salute to the team, the streaming team, our YouTube content creators, right? Joe Miller coming through heavy every Wednesday, making you hump that like. Clay, Troya, our film guru, put in the work, kind of giving explanations as to why this happened and how this could work. Amazing job. Fantastic job. Let me go further. The Bills guys, Snarky Steven, my guy, Cool, Dave Tilton, Money Tilt. Fantastic year, man. You know what I'm saying? Going twice a week, every day. It's a lot of hours that these guys put in. They put in a lot of hours, man. So salute to you guys, man. A real big salute to you guys. Great freaking job. Great freaking job, man. So the whole crew, you know what I'm saying? And I got to give a big shout out. And that's my crew. Love you guys. You guys have been amazing. And there were so many contributors that have come in and have left. Salute to you guys too. It may have not ended the way we wanted to end it, right? But at the end of the day, the brand grew. You know what I'm saying? And let's keep it real, man. The community has embraced you guys because of BF. You know what I'm saying? You had a platform to do your thing and grow and do what you got to do. You know what I mean? Always love from this end. And we've had some great contributors come to Buffalo Fanatics, and they're doing great things now. And we've got new contributors coming into Buffalo Fanatics, and they're gonna do great things. So the thing goes on, man. But we had a fantastic lineup. Think about it, guys. We gave you guys 7 days a week of content. You know what I'm saying? Sunday after the game, you had with me. Then back that up with the Bills guys on Monday. And then Tuesday, I'm back at it. Then Wednesday, then we got a show with Joe. Then Thursday, back at it with the Bills guys. And then Friday, back with me. And then Saturday, we had Jeremy and Max, Cinco de Mayo, Cinco de Maxo, giving you guys a little bit of comedy and levity on Saturdays. And then we're back at it on Sunday. It's truly a tough gig. And I give respect to the guys that do this 24/7. You know what I'm saying? 365. Golly. Big respect. So big respect to my team, man. Y'all did a fantastic job. Great stuff. And there's more to come. New changes are coming. We got to shuffle some things up, and we'll keep you guys abreast. That's number one. Number three, I got to give a big shout out to the Bing Squad, man. The Bing Squad. The Bing Squad. Shout out to my guy, Jeff. And in this perfect timing, man. Thank you to you, Rico, and the rest of the squad for making this year bearable. Oh man, this team all together made this very bearable. And it's been great, man. Our chats, our group chats have been great. All of that stuff. But the Bing Squad, Bing, biggity, Bing. I gotta ring that bell for you guys, man. Yo, I gotta tighten this thing up because I gotta give you guys a proper bell ringing. Because the Bing Squad, I don't even know how it materialized. But the Bing Squad is everything. I love the Bing Squad, man. Each and every one of you guys that have joined the Bing Squad, I hope you guys stay all off season long because this doesn't stop. We're going to keep going and we're going to keep growing. But man, the amount of support that we have gotten from our Bing Squad, I have made connections with people like across the pond. I've made connections that's out in Asia. I got to give a shout out to my guy, John Formicella. Yo, he's in Taiwan. And we were just speaking on the phone just the other day. He was telling me how being out there watching the games at 5 a.m. and then having to, you know what I'm saying, and watch the post game. He's like, you helped me get through these things, man. You helped me get through these things. Last year, I had somebody that was overseas. You know what I'm saying? And was like, dude, I'm out here deployed, and I go through your shows, and I've joined the Bing Squad. Yo, the Bing Squad is not just the Bing Squad. It's not just the bell. It's connections, man. I truly believe that I could meet each and every one of you guys. You guys know me well enough over screen that, yo, we'd be able to chop it up like nothing. I've made connections just by looking at like John DeMarchis and the Elliot Eislers, the Jeff Kings, the Caitlin Blounts, the Nate Wilsons, the Joe Millers, you know what I'm saying? Like I can go through a list of these people, man. You know what I'm saying? Real talk. Rated G. I got a face for YouTube. I should be streaming with y'all. Lost just playing. Thanks. Yo, I got you, man. If you feel you can come through, man. But real talk, the W, the ref, like I can go through a whole list of you guys, man. There's a whole bunch of y'all that have made this year fantastic. So Bing Squad, Richard Rush. You feel me? Richard Rush has been huge, man. That's my guy, Richard Rush. You feel me? So thank you guys, man. You guys made this great, amazing 2021 season where I'm telling you right now, man, yo, I'm pulling no stops. I told you guys I'm going to put things together that is going to be super fun, interactive. And it's because of you guys give me the inspiration. And I'm gonna tell you something. These donations, and I gotta really speak true and real. These super chats and donations, they help. And you guys may be saying like, oh, y'all are just caking. They help. My sound is better. The production gets better. The backdrop, right? There's certain things still coming. Cameras, laptops. It helps us all in here. So when you guys super chat, and this is not a ploy to get more, it has nothing to do with that. But I want to tell you how they help. And it goes right back into BF. Whatever you see, these backdrops that you see, we buy them and we send them to our new contributors. So they don't have to go and spend because we know how hard this is, right? Financially. Everybody's going through some tough times, man. So whatever little donations you guys normally have, it goes right back into BF to make this better. So thank you guys. Thank you so much. I honestly, from the bottom of my heart, I really do thank you guys because you guys have made this amazing. Amazing. You guys have been great. You feel me? So I appreciate you. I appreciate each and every one of you guys. Nate Wilson, I feel you, man. Thank you. Let's go. We love you, Rico. I appreciate you, man. I really do. And last but not least, I'm gonna get into my bag. Last but not least, I gotta give a big thanks to my guys Bobby and Pierre. Man, have we had a year? We set goals this year that we really wanted to hit and tackle. And what the goal was always to give you guys, the viewers, something that you guys can sit back and go and watch and not have to worry about paying attention to, you know what I mean, the mainstream guys, right? My girl Caitlin's like, yo, don't make it sound like it's over, man. It's just getting started. Oh, girl, you trust me. I just want to give flowers to you guys. And I want to give flowers to my guys. My man Bobby, my man Pierre, we put goals aside. We wanted to make sure that we put a product out that could rival like anybody. Like you can't go anywhere without hearing Buffalo Fanatics. That was our goal. And I'm hoping that we did that because I want it to be a conversation that's had in your living room. I want it to be a conversation that, yo, did you hear what BF did? Yo, BF did this. We wanted that. That's what we wanted. We wanted to make sure that those same radio stations you're listening to this one just as much. I'll tell you right now, let me tell you something. And I appreciate it. Yo, Domo Iverson, let's go, man. It's your boy. I got you. Domo, let me tell you something. We hit a milestone of 10,000 subscribers. We wanted that really badly. We hit that. Then we hit another milestone of 15,000 subscribers because of the work we put in and we kept on going. We're nearly at 18,000 subscribers now. We're trying to get to 20. It's an unheard of how quickly we've grown. Why? Because of you guys. Thank you. We've got over 2 million views. Thank you. It's for y'all, man. So shout out to my guy Bobby. Shout out to my Pierre. We put our minds together, man. We could do it. Our Instagram page is popping. Our Facebook page is great. Dan Brown doing the thing right now. Each and every one of you, man. Pierre is the kingpin. My guy, the kingpin, always thinking. We fight a lot, but we're always on the same page, man. Salute to my guy Pierre. You know what I'm saying? Salute to my guys, Bobby. Yo, those are my guys, man. We ride till the end. That's our crew. We're proud of this baby. We're proud of BF. They've done a great job. Fantastic. And yo, more to come. There's more to come. I 100% guarantee you that. Like my girl Caitlin said, it's not over. Oh no, it's not over. We got way more firepower coming your way, but you got to give the flowers to those that deserve it. And our contributors that running our Snapchat, our TikTok, our Reddit, like, yo, Brandon, every one of you guys that are truly involved with making BF, yo, stay up. You know what I'm saying? So, folks, I needed to get that off my chest, and I got to give one more big shout out. She's probably watching right now. If she's not watching, she's going to watch this afterwards. I got to give a big shout out to my wife. Yo, my wife, let me tell you something. The amount of hours I put in to BF, you know what I mean? The chatter. I may not even be doing this. I just be on the phone, super chatting. Just super chatting. You got me saying super chatting. I'm in the group chat, chatting all day. You know what I'm saying? She'll be talking to me. She's like, you listening? I'm like, yeah, just give me a second. Let me just send a voicemail real quick. All right, what's up? All the time, right? She gets it. She sees it. I got to say it on my chest. You know it, man. So shout out to wifey, and that's why I make her come down with me. A lot of these guys don't do that. They don't bring the wifey with them and sit them down. And a lot of times when I bring her down, you guys have the most fun because you like the banter that we have. She's my partner in crime, man. She's an OG. That's my girl. So shout out to wifey. Gina, when she brings her bottle of wine, she goes ham. But that's my ride or die, man. She makes it happen. She gives me the time. The amount of times the kids want to come down and she says, yo, let daddy finish and then you can go down and do it. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes I just can't help it. I bring the kids on. You guys already know that. I'm a family man. That's what I do, right? I'll never not bring the family in this because without them, this can't happen. So salute to the wife. She knows what it is, man. I'm going to give you that good stuff later. Hey, Gina. Anyway, so salute to them. Salute to the wife. Salute to each and every one of you guys. Salute to my guy, Jeff King. Once again, Jeff King, man, I appreciate you. You know I do. Yo, put this towards the new equipment. I'm telling you right now, Jeff, I am. I'm telling you that new equipment I'm getting, man, I'm putting it together. I'm going to do it. You'll see. Put this towards the new equipment. And now until draft time, if you will indulge me, Gonna use this next line this next time I walk out of the divorce court. It's your boy, and I'm yo, Jeff King, you are a real one, man, for real. But listen, folks, that's it for me, man. That is it for me, man. Love each and every one of you guys. 2020 to 2021 season. We'll call it the 2020 season. Boy, was it a season. It was a great season. I think we had some fun. We laughed a lot. We cheered a lot. And you know what? I got one more shout out. Shout out to each and every one of those contributors that have come onto the show. All the interviews that I've done with the players, the Deion Dawkins, the Zach Mosses, the Mario Addisons, the Cam Lewises, the Isaiah McKenzies, the Andre Reed. Dude, amazing. Yo, how many places do you know that are doing this stuff, man? Not many. We're blessed to do it. It's not even a brag. We're blessed to be able to do that stuff. So we appreciate it. So salute to you guys, man. Salute to, let me see where my guy Kingpin is. Salute to everyone in the chat. This was a great ride. That's my guy. You know what it is. But yeah, man. Salute to all the contributors, the Dan Mitchells, the Joes, the hashtags. Who am I missing? Whoever I collabed with. Carlton, the new edition, Carlton. You know, my man's coming with it, man. My man Carlton's coming with it. So be on the lookout. A lot of things happening. So, folks, that's it for me, man. Let me ring this bell this last time for the 2020 season. You know what I'm saying? Let me ring that bell for the 2020 season. It ain't over. It sounds like it's over. But yo, there's more flames coming your way. There's more flames coming your way. Joe from Believers Talk. That's my guy, man. That's what it is, man. So, folks, that's it for me. Richard Forbes, I see you, kid. That's another guy, man. Richard Forbes is my guy. That's my guy, Richard Forbes. So, Matt Montgomery, the whole Bing squad, man. Y'all have been great. So continue to support. We hope that you continue to support. There's going to be more things coming, more new things coming, more contributors are coming. We're bringing fresh faces. And then, you know what I mean? We'll go from there, man. We're only trying to grow the brand. We're only trying to grow the brand, man. That's this last one of the year. That's right, Joe. That's it, man. So, guys, tomorrow, tune in for my guy, Joe Miller. He's going to have a fantastic show. He's going to kill the show as always. Him and Troy. Troy, you got me saying Troy. Clay Troya are going to kill the show, and then you guys will see them tomorrow. So, guys, that's it for me, man. You guys have a great night. I hope you guys enjoy the show. We're going to come back on Friday, and we're going to talk about some more stuff. But I wanted to make sure that we cap this season, well, right? Super Bowl is coming up. We'll enjoy the Super Bowl, and then we'll start up again. So, folks, enjoy yourselves. And until next time, Jeff King, you with me? It's your boy. And I'm gone. Let's go. Ladies and gentlemen, we are tuned in to the Rico Report.
I really don't know what to tell you.
That game was insane. Welcome to the Big Squad.
Shout out to the Big Squad.
Ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome to the Big Squad.
welcome on a very special evening to the Rico Report. We are here. He is our team. This is the Buffalo Fanatics. Bing, 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 bing.